Alright guys, welcome back to Stockcar Rundowns, Tips and Picks. We're in Kansas this weekend. You notice I am not at home. We're on vacation this weekend down in Deep Creek, Maryland, so still trying to get this out to you guys. Information's still good. Video quality could be a little bit down this weekend because I'm doing it from my phone, but bear with me on that. So we'll jump into it here. Two guys to watch for this weekend and get the win. Same guys every week almost. Kevin Harvick, the 4 top 3s in the last 6 races here at Kansas. Led 195 laps during that time. Second on average Draftkings points, and fast as hell again this weekend. So, I mean, he's expensive as shit, $11,700. So he's gonna have to dominate like he usually does to hit value, but it's kind of hard to argue with him. So him and Kyle Busch are my 2 guys that I picked to dominate and win the race. Kyle Busch is also $11,200, so also very expensive. Excuse me, guys. But Kyle had the best 15-lap average and the second best 10-lap average. I definitely expect him to be fighting with Harvick all day. He definitely is going to want to rebound from last week after braking. So that's that. Let's move on to the guys who aren't so expensive this week. Clint Boyer, $9,000, awesome value again this week. Did great for us last week. I'm going to put him in every single lineup, and as long as he doesn't wreck, stays out of trouble today, he should absolutely kill it. One of the fastest cars this weekend. He's coming from 33rd because he didn't make qualifying lap, didn't get through inspection. So huge potential for getting some position differential points there. 4th best 10-lap average, 4th best 10 and 15-lap average this weekend. So one of the best cars out there, should easily get up into the top 10. I don't expect him to get up there and lead a bunch of laps, but we don't need him to, coming from that far back. So definitely add him to your lineups. Kyle Larson, he's a little expensive, $10,600, but he's coming from 22nd with a really good car. He is driving a Chevy, so he's going to have a little bit of a problem back in traffic getting through the field. He should still get high enough up there to make us some good points. So watch for that. He's the best 10-lap average. It's not typically his best track, but he should get us up there and get a solid top 10. Probably going to take him a while to get through the field, though, like I said. So watch for that. I have Matt Kenseth down here, $7,100. So he's pretty cheap this week. That 6 car is not all that impressive. It's not really that fast, but he also didn't make a qualifying run and starts 35th. Due to Kenseth's experience and patience, usually working through the field, I definitely expect him to move forward. The 6 car hasn't been that bad this year. I don't expect a ton from Kenseth this weekend. Going to be, looks like a little bit of a rough transition getting back into it, but I would imagine him finishing somewhere around 17th tonight, which would provide awesome value for where he's at. So I definitely going to put him in my lineup. So you never know, Kenseth could figure out a way to make crack the top 15, maybe even top 12 tonight. We'll see. He stays out of trouble, keeps his nose clean. He's going to have a problem trying to stay on the lead lap, I think, especially early with those guys coming pretty quick. But even if he gets a lap down, half the field is going to be a lap down again at the end of this race. So he should be all right. Casey Kane, $6,200. That car is coming off of 2 decent finishes. The team's finally starting to gel a little bit. Also didn't qualify, coming from 34th. Good potential to move forward, get us some points that way. He should get some value out of him. Not expecting him to light the world on fire either, but all we're looking for is 5 times his value, and I think he can do that this weekend for us. Did it last weekend, should do it this weekend. Those are my main guys. They'll be in almost all my lineups, so I'm going to lean on this weekend. There's a couple other guys here that I'm going to mention, though, that'll find their way into a few of my lineups. Eric Jones, $8,100, starts 12th. Looks like a decent car this weekend. I would expect him to get a solid finish, maybe even get up close to the top 5, but he should at least get a solid top 10. So I look for that out of him. Eric Almirola, 8,600. He is one of the fastest cars this weekend. If he wasn't starting 4th, I would probably recommend you put him in a lot of lineups this weekend. But starting 4th, having to battle with Harvick and Kyle Busch up there, I don't see a ton of potential for him to lead a bunch of laps. So it's kind of hard, but should still get some decent points out of him as long as he finishes up there in the top 5, which he should. I expect that from him tonight. Obviously, we'll see how the night conditions, track conditions, relate to how practice went during the day yesterday. But he looks like he's got a car that can stay up there. Daniel Suarez, he's cheap, $6,800. I think that's a great value for him. He's starting 14th. He ran 7th here last spring. Yeah, he's got good potential, guys. He did great for us last week. If anybody you guys put him in your lineups, that 3rd place finish was huge. So they got some momentum on their side. I think they will be a top 10 car at some point in time tonight, and that will be fantastic for a $6,800 bet there. So check him out. And my last guy here, Matt DiBenedetto. Guy starts 37th. Now, DiBenedetto isn't a guy I usually like to lean on too much because I'm never really that confident in him. However, this weekend, coming from 37th, since he didn't qualify, he's actually been running pretty good this year, averaging like mid-20s, some higher finishes. He broke into the top 20 a couple times. Really, this week, anything better than 28th is 5 times his value. So he gets a solid top 25 tomorrow or tonight. We're looking at a really good day. $5,200 is all he is. So when you guys get down to the end, especially if you're putting Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick in your lineups at $11,000 apiece, you're going to run out of some cash towards the end of your lineup. So throw him in there, fill in the gap. He should be good for us tonight. I don't, like I said, expecting like 25th out of him, which is exactly what we need. So, alright guys, I'm going to get back to my vacation. Nice seeing y'all again. Good luck this weekend. May the cautions be with you. And we'll catch you next week back at the house in the man cave. See ya.